right away we knew we wanted at least 10 studios downstairs. And so we had to, in some way, with what was there, adding or subtracting just a few walls,
Sure.
make 10. And then whatever we could get upstairs we could get. But eventually we have
10.
We have 10.
Yep, we have 10.
I don't know.
We have 10 in the storage room.
The studios are all rented. We are completely full.
Yep. So the 10 downstairs and the 5 upstairs are filled, and we have 22 total artists in those 15 spaces.
What you see is kind of what we saw. They were okay with not. Eventually, we want to redo the floors. It's just time. It's money. It's just not happening right now. So they're okay with. Yep, we're gonna mop the floor, clean it, and that's the way it is. Photography. He does a lot of real estate photography.
Nice.
This is their studio.
I feel like I'm really part of this community now, and it's also just cool having like a home base. Like
That's important.
I have to meet up with people, or you know, I can leave my stuff out without like cats or dogs getting into it.
That's a huge part. Like kids. So this is my space. It second floor. I love the second floor, but you start to regret that when you start to move stuff up. You're like, you start to carry all your stuff, and unfortunately my stuff is a little heavier. As I get older, I do tend to find ways to make it lighter, but yeah, I use a lot of wood and metal and things that are usually heavier, so that's can be problematic.
We tried to keep, I mean, this is all original wood, the floors. We're even keeping the old signs. You saw the medical laboratory. So if you ever find anything out about what medical lab was here, please let me know, because we couldn't find anything. But we found out Beg's studio. He was a photographer. This was his dark room, and I wanted to keep it as a dark room. I like photography as well. In college, I learned how to do, developing your own film and everything. And I know it's a labor of love. And so I was like, I have to keep his dark room. I have to keep that, the chippy paint and everything. And so I made that into I can move this all out and put my canvas down and paint. Then I can display all of my paintings, my inks, whatever I feel like doing. And I'm an emotional painter, I'm an abstract. So I could feel like painting inks, I could feel like doing gold leaf, I could do anything. I'm mostly just an emotional based artist. I think Warrior is probably one of my favorites. I think it was just the vision and what they say. It's the emotion, it's not, I do a lot with emotional and color and not kind of your technical things. I'm not technical, I'm self-taught. I was schooled as a writer. I wrote for Siouxland Women for 6 years. I taught English at Briarcliff and Witt for 10 years. And art for me was therapy. A therapist said to me, I know you can't write it, I know you can't say it, so why don't you paint it? And that's how this all started. This was not planned. I did this frankly, it's one of my favorite pieces. It's been hung in my house forever. It's usually not out displayed because I love it. But the first time it was displayed, somebody said, oh, I see the bird. And I was like, what? I don't see, and they actually showed me, and I love it when people show me what they see in the piece, because it's a lot of times something I didn't plan or didn't mean to be there. So I guess there's one of my favorite pieces. So this is going to be the communal studio, where huge space, huge spaces. We thought, what could we do up here besides make more studios? Well, at the time, budget, who we had coming in. We decided throw in the utility sink. This is open for artists if they don't want to muddy up their space. They can come up here, throw down a rug, do what they need to do, keep it here so it can dry, and just create. Everyone can use it. There's no restriction or anything. And in fact, we're going to put in an exhaust system in that. It's an old bathroom. This used to be the Kresge's lunchroom. I had a big story about how it was a 1920s, you know, club, the secret club, hush club, you know, but it really was a lunchroom. There's a door back here that is now cemented up because of, well, I think it's the skywalk. But there's a door to nowhere. Like what would this have been? And it's a beautiful door and we wanted to use it somewhere, but it's so large, it's, you know, not your everyday kind of size. But you open, you know, it goes absolutely to nowhere. And I don't want to take it out if I can even get it open again. But anyway, it's concreted. We've got old stickers on the doors for like the rationing, and we tried to save everything. This is actually how you get to the 3rd floor.
Okay, by ladder.
By ladder. So, we really wish that would work. We just don't have, you know, it's gonna be 200 and some thousand plus to, you know, and the motor's upstairs and the motor room's beautiful. Everything to me is beautiful in this building. The space that we're in right now is going to be a store, essentially, if you want to say that, like a museum shop that they have in larger museums, or a gallery store. The artists that are in here, their work will be available more often than the 10 to 1 on Saturdays. I'll be in here manning the shop.
A lot of this space, it was open from
Wide
that
open.
wall to this wall. All the ceilings, it all had acoustical ceilings in. So as we started taking it down, we noticed that they had the beautiful old tin ceilings in there that were in still pretty good shape. So we decided, you know what, let's get rid of the ceiling, let's expose that tin, and then we'll get it painted and cleaned up. So we cleaned up all the extra pipes, the wires, everything in the ceiling, and then just sprayed everything black and built the walls up. So the walls, probably took about a month to get kind of all the walls up. We made some adjustments and moved some rooms just kind of as we were laying out. We like to feel a little bit better in some different things. Most of the rooms in the back part where the artist studios are, a lot of those walls were existing. So it's just reconfiguring, adding some walls to create as many different individual studios as we could.
Shannon's going to take care of all of this. It's what he does for a living. It's his talent. It's not mine. And so we were blessed that he agreed to come in and make this into a true gallery, which is something I don't think Sioux City, besides the Art Center, has really had. So we're excited about it.